Bonsoir, bonsoir à tous. Euh, Merci GDG Abidjan, GDG Cloud Abidjan pour avoir m'invité. Euh, je m'excuse en avance, je suis pas francophone, je suis kenyan et euh, je vais faire mon présentation en anglais. So I will switch to English. And as I said, my name is John Kimani. I am excited to be here with you this evening. And for the first edition of DevFest Francophone, I think it's a wonderful event. Um, my team looks after the developer programs in Sub-Saharan Africa, and this includes GDG, GDG on campus, GDE, and our goal is to bring developers in Africa closer to Google technologies and to provide you with the resources and the tools and the skills that you need to be successful in Google Tech. And we, Google has been working with developers in Africa for a very long time, right? Way back in 2009, we launched something called Google Africa, G Africa. And for those of you who have been with community for a long time, you might remember those events we used to call G Days. And actually, the first G Days in Africa were in Mauritius and Senegal, and both of them are French-speaking countries. And then the events went to other countries in Africa. So in 2010, we had the first Google technology user groups in Africa. We had 10 chapters in 8 countries, including Senegal and Cameroon. You can see the old GTAG logo there. And then the same year in 2010, we had the first DevFest in Africa. This was DevFest Lagos in November of 2010. I think they had around 100 developers in the room. And so that has really grown. You can see the old DevFest logo there. And then in 2011, we changed from GTAG to GDG, but we still had quite a number of G Days events all across Africa. The number of GTAG chapters continued to grow, and we changed this to GDGs. The first edition of Google I/O Extended in Africa was actually in 2011 as well. And if you fast forward 2013 to 2023, we've done a lot together. The community has really grown. We've had community summits that bring together all the organizers in sub-Saharan Africa. Um, the number of members of these Google developer groups has continued to grow, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. To date, we have over 150 GDGs and 150 GDGs on campus. Just yesterday, we had an onboarding session for all the new GDG on campus in sub-Saharan Africa. We also have GDEs, and that number has continued to grow. So really, Google has been working with developers in Africa for a long time, which is a good thing to see. When I think about community, there's this very popular saying: if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. And I think this is true when you think about software developers. You can decide to study alone and build solutions alone, but really you won't be able to build amazing products. If you want to be a world-class developer, then community is super important. And that's where Google developer groups come in. You get to connect with other local developers. The keyword there is local, so you're meeting developers in Abidjan, in Dakar, in Yaoundé. You're learning together and you're growing together. And that's the true value of community. Um, there's also another saying that I really like, and it's an African proverb that says, knowledge is like a baobab tree. You'll find these trees a lot in Madagascar, in some parts of Eastern Africa as well, and it's a very, very big tree. You cannot put your hands around a baobab tree. And really, that's how knowledge is. You can't say that you now know everything. And so community really helps you to learn new things and to learn from other developers as well. And once you've gotten this knowledge and you've benefited from community, we encourage you to come back and share your knowledge with others. Become a community organizer, become a community speaker, speak at these events. It helps with your professional growth. It helps with networking. You meet new developers, you access a global network of community organizers, and you grow together in this community. And so there's a lot of value in being part of community. And here you can see the community in Africa, across Africa. It's really spread over time. And because of the work that we have done in Africa for a very long time, we did a research report in 2021, and we realized that almost 50% of software developers in Africa have been through either a Google developer group or GDG on campus, what we used to call GDSC, or they have gone through the Google Africa Developer Scholarship Program for training. And so you can see that the Google community has really, really grown. And so there's a lot of value in being part of that, of this community. And we could not have done this without you. So thank you so much for continuing to support the community um, across the region. And yeah, finally, in closing, I just wanted to do a short presentation because it's in English. I really wish you an amazing DevFest. I saw the speaker lineup. We have really good speakers lined up, and I think it's going to be an amazing event. Thank you.